Someone made a comment on one of my videos about my use of profanity. I have made a couple of videos. They're in a playlist in defense of, not defense, swearing needs no defense, in support of swearing. So you can watch those, or Kick-Ass Facts. Pew, 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 pew! I was thinking about breaking this one up into 2 videos, but then I said fuck it. So go for a pee, grab a coffee, buckle the fuck up. Profanity is also known as cursing, cussing, swearing, bad language, foul language, obscenities, expletives, or vulgarism. The term profane originates from the classical Latin profanus, literally outside the temple, pro meaning outside and fana meaning temple or sanctuary. The term profane carried the meaning of either desecrating what is holy or with a secular purpose as early as the 1450s. Swearing and cussing are often used interchangeably, but there is a subtle difference in their origins. A curse implies damning or punishing someone, while a swear word suggests blasphemy, which is invoking a deity to empower your words. Placing a curse on someone isn't the same as uttering curse words. Both concepts, however, start with the Christian church. Originally, the definition of a curse was the expression of a wish that misfortune, evil, or doom befall a person, group, or gathering. It was speech directed against God. Cuss is simply an American alteration of curse and is meant to say bad words. It was first recorded in 1815. Swearing, the earliest swear words were identical to curse words, taking the Christian God's name in vain or speaking of acts that were considered sinful. According to Steven Pinker, cognitive psychologist, psycholinguist, and popular science author, there are 5 possible functions of swearing. Abusive swearing, intended to offend, intimidate, or otherwise cause emotional or psychological harm. Cathartic swearing, used in response to pain or misfortune. I find the longer the F, the more relief you get. Like the first time I broke my toe, that F went on for seconds. Fuck. Feel better already. Dysphomistic swearing, used to convey that the speaker thinks negatively of the subject matter and to make the listener do the same. Emphatic swearing, intended to draw attention to what is considered worth paying attention to. And idiomatic swearing, used for no particular purpose but a sign that the conversation and relationship between the listener and the speaker is informal. Other social scientists have thought there were 3 types. Annoyance swearing, which were negatively charged words providing emotional and stress relief. If they are taken to a greater extent to directly insult or offend, it would be abusive swearing. And social swearing, designed to meet our gentler needs, including expressing emotions, be they joy or anger, as a means of verbal emphasis or humor, and as a means of constructing and displaying identity and social bonding. We're going to be referencing a lot of studies. A 2018 study found that repeating a swear word benefited the performance of 2 different physical strength tasks, a highly intensive exercise bike-based task and a more moderate hand grip task. They found in the swearing condition in which participants repeated a swear word during the task, average performance was improved by 4.5% on the bike task and 8% on the grip task, compared with repeating a neutral word. Repeating a swear word while you hold your hand in ice water will allow you to withstand the cold for, on average, 40 seconds longer compared to repeating a non-swear word. Increased pain tolerance and threshold? Check. Increased physical performance? Chickadee check. There is evidence that you need to use an actual swear word, not a made-up or bad-sounding word. Oh, sugar. Pain tolerance and pain threshold improved in subjects that repeated the word fuck, but pain metrics did not improve when subjects repeated made-up swear words such as fouch or twizpipe. Although I am going to start calling people a twizpipe. Another study was focused on improving patient outcomes in a therapeutic setting with swearing, and they found when patients swore, it created tighter human bonds and enhanced the therapeutic alliance between a patient and their physical therapist. The result of that study was that swearing in the physical therapy setting should be used to accomplish specific goals, such as relief from pain or stress. A 2015 study found that swearers were more verbally fluent than their gosh darn counterparts. Participants were asked to list as many words that start with F, A, and S in 1 minute. Another minute was devoted to coming up with swear words that started with those same letters. The study found that those who came up with the most F, A, and S words also produced the most swear words. Psychologists found that an individual's fluency in the English language was linked to fluency in swearing. Swearing can also be linked with higher social intelligence. Having the strategies to know when and where it is appropriate to swear and when it's not is a social cognitive skill. Science has also found a positive link between profanity and honesty. People who cursed lied less on an interpersonal level and had higher levels of integrity overall. A series of 3 studies published in 2017 found when you're honestly expressing your emotions with powerful words, then you're going to come across as more honest. Swearing appears to be centered in the right side of the brain, the part of the brain that people call the creative brain. Patients who have strokes on the right side of their brain tend to become less emotional, less able to understand and tell jokes, and they tend to stop swearing even if they swore quite a bit before. Research on swearing dates back to the Victorian times when physicians discovered that patients who lost their ability to speak could still curse. Swearing also enables us to get back at bad people or situations without having to resort to traditional violence or something more menacing or harmful. It can be considered an act of sublimation, whereby we channel our anger by swearing instead, in what is seen as a healthier outlet to help release our negative emotions. Swearing among friends can make you feel slightly better, especially when it's coupled with a sense of validation from others. It can also indicate that we are open, trustworthy, and fun to be around, making us appear more genuinely likable and real to others. It signals to others that they can relax, be themselves, and speak freely without fear. We tend to watch our language around people we cannot fully be ourselves around. The best health benefits of swearing include increased circulation, elevated endorphin and serotonin levels, and an overall sense of calm, control, and well-fucking-being. Swearing can at times spark our inner creativity. Some individuals who naturally possess more of a creative flair find that they come up with very creative words in the process of swearing, or they muster up the energy to complete a project that they have neglected for some time. Experts also say that using swear words can help us build emotional resilience and cope with situations in which we feel we have little or no control. The way swearing works in these circumstances is as a coping mechanism to deal with the emotional consequences of various difficult situations, especially those in which we feel we have little or no control, that have caused us to feel disappointed, or if we feel we have been treated unfairly, experience persistent or acute physical pain, and so on. Swearing in these circumstances can represent an important way of releasing difficult emotional reactions provoked by such events. Other studies of swearing have demonstrated that swear words increase attention and recall. By commanding more attention, swear words are better remembered and, at the time, interfere with the process of other stimuli, so you can focus more. We're almost there. A study by GovPredict showed that lawmakers have drastically increased the number of times they swear, particularly saying fuck on Twitter, since 2016. In 2016, politicians swore on Twitter just 193 times. In 2017, that number jumped up to 1,571 times, and then again to 2,578 times in 2018. Politicians who use profanity are interpreted by in-group members as being more truthful, direct, and honest. Out-group members will interpret them as being out of control, unhinged, overly emotional, and unable to follow social norms. Won't someone think of the children? Research suggests that swearing emerges by age 2. By the time children enter school, they have a working vocabulary of 30 to 40 offensive words, and their swearing becomes like that of adults around the age 11 or 12. Let's take a closer look at the word fuck. Some have suggested that the word originated as an acronym for fornication under the king, or for unlawful carnal knowledge, although there's little evidence to support those claims. It's much more likely that fuck developed out of several Germanic terms for stroking, rubbing, and having sex. Its first recorded usage was in a coded poem from 1475, wherein the poet accused friars of breaking their celibacy vows. In 1503, William Dunbar used the variation fuck it in his poem Brash of Wowing. Its next appearance was in a 1598 Italian-English dictionary, where it was paired with other vulgar terms of the time, such as jape and sard. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's even printed on a t-shirt. Shameless self-promotion, visit my Redbubble store. It is both a transitive and intransitive verb, an adjective, adverb, noun, and interfuck injection.